Hi everyone, I'm Olivia, and welcome to today's 5 Minutes of Gratitude, where I'm going to share some unexpected ways to transform those challenging winter days into moments of pure magic. And I don't just mean the obvious things like hot chocolate and warm blankets, though those certainly help. I'm talking about practical strategies that have completely changed how I experience winter's indoor days. This morning, as I watched the freezing rain coat everything in ice, I realized something important. The magic isn't in the weather, it's in how we approach it. Let me share what I mean, because this totally transformed my own winter experience. First, let's talk about light. Not just any light, but what I call intention lighting. This morning, instead of flipping on all the overhead lights like I usually do, I tried something different. I set up small pools of warm light around my space. A desk lamp here, a reading light there, even some battery-operated candles I found in the back of a drawer. Suddenly, my ordinary living room felt like a cozy cafe. The trick is to create zones of light rather than flooding the whole space. Here's another game changer I discovered: the power of texture layering. We all know about throwing an extra blanket on the couch, but have you tried creating what I call comfort stations throughout your home? These are small areas where you've intentionally gathered different textures. Maybe a smooth wooden tray holding a glossy ceramic mug set on a rough-knit placemat near a silky plant leaf. It sounds simple, but it completely changes how you experience a space. Let's talk about sound for a minute, because this one surprised me. Winter silence can feel heavy, but I've learned to create what I call a sound landscape. This isn't about having music or TV on constantly. Instead, try placing small sound sources strategically. A tiny fountain in one corner, a wind chime near a window, maybe a ticking clock in your reading nook. These subtle sound layers make a space feel alive. The next tip might sound unusual, but trust me on this. Create what I call discovery moments for yourself. Place something unexpected in your usual sightlines: a beautiful shell on your desk, an interesting piece of driftwood on your windowsill, a single flower in a tiny vase where you wouldn't expect it. Then move these items every few days. It's like leaving surprises for your future self. Here's something that transformed my work from home days: the seasonal hour. Pick 1 hour of the day, maybe 3 p.m., when winter afternoons feel longest, and give it a special purpose. I use this time to do something that only happens in winter. Maybe it's brewing a special tea, or writing actual letters to friends, or practicing sketching the bare trees outside my window. The activity itself matters less than the fact that it's unique to this season. You can also create what I call micro-adventures without leaving your space. Rearrange your furniture to create a new path through a room. Set up a bird feeding station visible from your favorite chair. Start a windowsill garden of microgreens. The key is to give yourself something new to observe and tend to. One of my most effective discoveries has been creating transition rituals between different parts of the day. In other seasons, we might mark time by going outside or running errands. In winter, especially during bad weather, days can blur together. Simple actions like opening curtains with intention each morning or lighting a candle at sunset help create rhythm and purpose. Let's talk about something I call sensory anchors. These are specific sensations you save for winter only, maybe a particular essential oil blend, a special hand cream, or a specific type of tea. When you limit these experiences to winter, they become powerful tools for appreciating the season rather than just enduring it. I've also learned the importance of what I call curiosity projects, small, low-pressure activities that give you something to look forward to observing each day. This might be keeping a window ice pattern journal, photographing the same view at the same time each day to watch subtle changes, or documenting the different birds that visit your window. One of my favorite winter day transformations involves creating what I call story corners in your space. These are small areas where you gather objects that tell a story or spark your imagination. It might be a collection of shells and beach photos to dream of summer, or a grouping of objects from your travels, or even just items in a particular color that please you. The key is to create these intentionally and change them regularly. Remember, the goal isn't to deny winter's challenges, but to work with them creatively. Each of these strategies helps transform limitation into opportunity, confinement into coziness, isolation into intentional solitude. Today's affirmation is, I create magic in ordinary moments. Take a moment to really feel these words. Think about how much power you have to transform your experience of any given day, any given moment. The magic isn't in the circumstances, it's in how we choose to perceive and work with them. Let's say our affirmation together one more time. I create magic in ordinary moments. Thank you for exploring these winter transformations with me today. Until next time, may you find ways to create your own everyday magic. This is Olivia, signing off from 5 Minutes of Gratitude, eager to hear how you create magic in your winter days. Want to experience 5 minutes of gratitude without interruption? Unlock an ad-free podcast experience with Calaroga Shark Media. Get all our shows on any player you love, hassle-free. For Apple users, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening on your Apple Podcasts app. For Spotify or other players, visit calaroga.com/plus. No plugins needed. You also get 20+ other shows on the network ad-free.